If you look at Martin, Martin's always been Martin in everything he does. Man, Martin is so. I mean, when you just watch old school Martin, the show,
yes,
you forget what an actual fucking play he put on every fucking day.
Every day.
Every fucking day. I mean, he carried that whole single-handedly with emotion, with like, I watched the episode the other day and I was blown away by he was vulnerable, he was cocky, he was arrogant, he failed, he succeeded, he played Shanae. Like he did all this in one 22-minute fucking thing and you're like, holy shit, they don't make anything like that.
Nothing, because he was given and he was blessed enough that somebody seen the vision to say, do you.
Yeah.
And let us turn the cameras on. We don't want you to be that or what our vision is. All of them do it. I mean, Eddie played Eddie.
Eddie always played Eddie.
Eddie played Eddie. Kevin played Kevin.
Eddie, we were just talking about this.
Mike
Eddie played
Eddie. You know, Chris Rock played Chris Rock.
Martin.
All the comedians.
Yeah.
Dave played Dave. If you look at all of them, that's what we do. We're movie stars. Put us in a fictitious scenario, scene, allow us to bring Bert into that and sit there. Here is the guidelines off of the scene, off of it. Let's sit here. Roll it, take one. Let me see, take two, take three, take four. I got that scene. 4 in, I put it together, edit together, and you got a hit movie.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. To me, in my humble opinion.
Oh, I agree. We were talking about how great the TV show Martin was and just how brilliant Martin and Eddie. We were talking about Eddie. Eddie played so many different versions of Eddie, including Boomerang, including Vampire, and including even when in Coming to America, that is a version of Eddie Murphy that we all kind of know from his act.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you think about his act. Sometimes when I get ready for a special, I'll watch something and go, man, I wish I had something like that. And I never do. You can't, especially from the great ones. But when his mom with the Boomerang shoe.
Yeah.
And you go, he was a child when he wrote that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kid, yeah.
He was a child.
Yeah. Yeah. The Ice Cream Man, too.
Yeah. He's so charismatic, though. Like, bringing that movie star quality up on to movies was so... It's just the most natural thing. It is him just being himself, you know?
Red Fox.
Yes.
Red Fox was always Red Fox.
Yes.
He was always Red Fox.
Yeah.
Pryor, the whole of them, if you look at him.
Pryor was always Pryor. You're right.
It was always Pryor.
Yeah.
You could look at Pryor and look at him in everything. He was Pryor. He was sitting there, put it on him, people died on him. You put any actor in that same movie and take Pryor out. Who knows what the fuck it would do, but it wouldn't be as great as it is because you allow Pryor to be Pryor. But we don't, people who make those decisions, or we don't have enough directors or producers to say, this would be funny with Bert in this situation, let me get it. And you tape it, I mean, we got to get our jokes right the first time, every time we on stage. Your ass get 4 or 5 times to get it right.
It's true.
You understand? You get to try it 4 fucking times, and you get it. And you put it together and it's a hit movie. We hold people's attention spans for an hour by our damn self. How the fuck you gonna tell me I cannot hold their attention an hour and a half with cast members and we had 4 or 5 times to get the shit right?
Yeah.
It's fucking foolishness to me.
Who's your dream team? So like, say they make a movie like Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 12 and they go, here's the deal. We're gonna put 5. We're gonna do 5 of the black comedians we want in it. Earthquake, you're our lead. Who are you gonna put in the movie with you?
Oh man, gotta put Eddie Murphy, most talented person I ever met.
What's he like in person?
Ed is so smart, yo. He is observant, talented.
Is he quiet?
Yeah, someone lets you when you get to know him, he talks shit.
Yeah.
You know, Bill, he loves, Muhammad Ali. He got all kind of Muhammad Ali shit in his house. Good guy, a student of the game.
Yeah.
A student of, he believes in the game. That's why for him to come back to do stand-up again, he would go on his process, hitting the club, writing and all that. And I don't think personally he wants to go through that to get to that, but he looks at the landscape and say, I could do that.
Yeah.
And nobody fears him. I'm Murphy.
So you put Eddie in it?
I put Eddie. I put Dave in it.
Oh, yeah.
Rock in it. Mike in it.
Yeah. Mike's most.
And DL.
Oh, wow. Why don't we? Okay. So what's the movie? Let's just, because I'd invest in that movie.
Sure.
I would absolutely invest in that movie. It's going to be you just give everyone back end points.
Yeah.
Right. And I will be, the run that kind of thing is, I will be the head of the probation officers.
That's a great world. Yeah.
I am the
like
head probation officer, and all of those they work under me on the probation. They are probation officers, and I would have like Law and Order people who they take things from the newspaper, the headline. And I will have those people who've been in trouble, went through, and after they get out of incarceration or don't be incarcerated and have to come to us, and I will assign different ones, DL and rest of them as their probation officers, and how these people will be the probation, how DL will be a probation, Chris Rock will be a probation officer, different celebrities that came in the office.
That's a great setup.
Yeah, I'm in.
Probation.
Yeah.
And then you got to have the turning point, right? Where like something has to go wrong at the right.
Yeah.
So either like nobody showed up, so you have like you got 10 fugitives, or you know what I mean, or they take over. Something's got to like flip in the scenario to make everything kind of go
chaotic.
Crazy. Yeah, chaotic.
Right.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy because I bet everyone's schedule is fucking chaos. And I bet getting Eddie Murphy's got to be an uphill battle.
Sure.
But you could there's so much talent out there right now. And I think the problem, when you were saying that, I think the problem is, and I mean this with respect, but I think every director wants to be the star, every writer wants to be the star, every producer wants to be the star. And back in the day, they just wanted to make Eddie Murphy the star. And I think that's disappeared a little bit from Hollywood. I think that's why movies aren't making what they used to make at the box office, because so many people, it's so difficult to get a project made. Whereas back in the day, Eddie Murphy pops on Saturday Night Live. They're like, yo, how do we plug this kid into something tomorrow? And how do we let him be him and blow us all up? Back in the day, it was just about making the money. Like those guys, Jerry Bruckheimer and those guys, they became the star just because they were behind the scenes people.
Yeah.
They became the star because they worked and greenlit guys like Eddie Murphy.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.